Big changes are coming to Marvel Strike Force. How will this new Chaos raid, this raid difficulty selector, and this overpower component impact both new and veteran players? Let's go ahead and break it down. Today, Marvel Strike Force released a Strike Spot video in which Pathfinder talks about these items. So we want to know, how does this change the game? Why is it necessary? One of the highlights that were shown is the ability for each individual player to adjust the difficulty of their own raid lane. This is huge. This is going to affect the game in a monumental way. It's going to assist everyone from the ultra endgame players to the people that are just starting out. Let me show you what I mean. So for my endgame account, this is my Orcus team. You see they got crimson gear, we got diamonds popping up, we got purple ISO that we're putting in place. Right, this is what's necessary. A lot of people are moving in this direction. This is normal, but it took a little while to get here. Whenever a new team comes out, progression is not the same for everyone. You have different kind of players in each alliance. So even in my alliance, I have an endgame alliance, and there's people that'll spend. There are people that are super hardcore free to play. We got people that are a little more casual. All those individuals are in my endgame alliance. That means they will not be able to build their teams at the same rate. It causes problems when trying to organize raid lanes. People keep having to jump here and there, trying to figure out who can get the best completion percentage. But with the new raid difficulty selector, that should eliminate that to a degree. For example, let me just give you an illustration. This is my Starjammer team. I know it's not a raid team, but this is our Starjammer team. I'm still working on mine. I'm still building it. You see, I got Lalandra built up. Groot and Rocket, we got them. I need to bring them up. Howard and Havoc, I don't even have unlocked yet. But yet we've seen already on YouTube, on the internet, people have fully fleshed out Starjammer teams. So if this was a raid team, we would have those different styles within the same raid. People, again, it causes arguments. People are fighting over who should get to fight the boss. It's not something that you want to have on your team. It doesn't promote team play. People start getting kicked out of alliances for no reason. And so this raid difficulty selector will stop that from happening. It's going to help people on the newer side of things as well. This is my Orcus team from my newer account. It's the strongest raid team that I have right now. Right, so we have orange gear, level 74. And now I'm able to sim my way through the Doom 1 difficulty. On the flip side, this is my hive mind to get through the bio section, and it's the weakest of the raid teams that I have. I've put almost zero effort into them right now, so if I get to the bio section, I can't make any progress. Okay, I can't make any progress. And this isn't even the top for where I'm at. I have another section after bio. So every time this happens, progress stops. You need to try to build up another team. It takes a while to get all caught up. You got 5 different characters per team, 5 different disciplines. That's 25 characters. It takes a while. So this way, with the difficulty selector, I can get the most bang for my buck, so to speak, out of the strong team. Right, my Orcus, I can turn the dial up to get more challenge there, and then turn the dial back down for the team that I'm not ready yet. And as an alliance, we can still complete 100% the raid and get the rewards appropriate for the effort that we put in. So when we talk about effort, how much effort is needed? Well, Pathfinder did say account level 20, so I'm assuming that's when raids open in the first place. So we went on ahead and powered up our Red Goblin to level 20. So this is what we would need, right? We got level 2 abilities. On the left-hand side there, we're able to power up our green ISO all the way if we want. We could probably go farther. I didn't do that. Gear tier 4. So this is what it is, right? So not a ton of effort, but if we just want to get the ball rolling, this is the investment that we could use to start things off. So again, I know some people are worried about these things, but this is something that's necessary. It's good for the game. So again, on my new player alliance, we're not full, and we have a huge range in power. So we see at the top there, we got Bird with Wings, level 92, Godspeed, level 103. And then at the bottom end of the alliance, there's me, right? Level 78, starting over for the second time. So one of the reasons why we've lost some members is because people have moved on. They want more of a challenge that we can't bring everybody along to the higher difficulty. So rightly, some people have left. This way, alliances that are forming can stay together for as long as possible and help to move forward and get things done. I do want to touch briefly on overpower. Whenever there's a difference in power level in the game, some people get bent out of shape. They're trying to say we're trying to kill the free to play, yada, yada, yada. So we have to ask the question, is this needed? I know this isn't the answer that people want to hear, but in some way, shape, or form, the answer is yes. For example, this is my Underworld team. I'm still using Underworld in Alliance War to punch up on bigger teams, right? Not meta Alliance War defense teams, but still, I'm using them to punch up on teams that are 105, that have diamonds, that have crimson gear. And so is that the intended method for an old team like this to still be able to do damage to the newer teams? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the case. I do, though, have some questions when it comes to this new game system as a whole. When it comes to the difficulty selector, can I reduce the difficulty or only increase it, right? So if the person sets the difficulty at whatever and it's too strong, can I reduce that or can I only increase it, if I'm making sense? And then the opposite question is, well, if I'm at the maximum difficulty individually, can I make that harder, right? So as our team still gets stronger and stronger, can I increase that difficulty, or is the maximum truly the maximum? And then I'm curious, does this only apply to our green raid? So like Ultimates, they said it was going away, so it'll apply to Orcus or the new Chaos raid, or will this also apply to Spotlight raid as well? Will I be able to adjust the difficulty there? Because that might mean that our new player alliance could go ahead and move on up. And as many of us are doing already with the Spotlight raid at the end game, right, we can sim the whole thing. So maybe we would be able to increase that a smidge as well. Everything in Marvel Strike Force is story driven. So when it comes to this new raid, do you think it has to do with the Professor X narrative in some way closing that off? Or is it starting the new chapter of things, a new age of Annihilus? I'm really curious to hear what you guys think in the comments below. How are you feeling about the changes? I really think we're in exciting times when it comes to Marvel Strike Force. Please check out this video right here if you haven't seen it already. It's legit.